Hi, good evening to everyone. Welcome to our program Path to Success. In this program, we are going to show you testimonies of the people who achieved a successful life. We are going to make a prayer for you, so please make sure that you prepare a glass of water. In this program also, I'm gonna teach you what is the true meaning of success. So pay attention. You are going to watch this testimony, but pay attention because you will learn in his example how you can achieve a successful life. Please watch this.
I was so heavily burdened with many problems, coming from financial problems, but I also had depression that was affecting me. 10 years I was on medication. So when I came and I started attending the meetings and I saw changes in my life, I could see that I can started to sleep when I could not sleep for 10 years. And I could see that I do not need to take medication anymore. I was on my own naturally, could sleep without it. So seeing all these changes in my life, I did not hesitate any moment. My wife who I met and we got married and I invited her to the church.
Things was not going very smoothly. We had lots of problems. But the reason why I started coming with him is basically because he was coming to church and I started to come with him. When I came to the help center, I didn't actually think that I had any problem. Even though I had so many problems, I just thought, well, it's just another church.
And I know that it was going to be a bit difficult and she would be hesitant at the beginning because we both were in religions and we were Hindus before. We have been grown up with rituals, traditions, but saying that I have seen those changes in my life and she could as well take the opportunity in it.
I started hearing about testimonies of people who had problems that was worse than mine and they were getting solution for it. So when I learned that, okay, I don't need to live with these problems, they can go away. So that's when I started to actually participate. But I have to be honest, at the beginning, I didn't really think that it was gonna work for me. Maybe it did work for other people, but it's not really gonna work for me. But while attending, I started to have vision for my life. I started to have hope that things can change, and I started to work towards it. And bit by bit, by putting in practice what I was learning, things actually did start changing.
So when she came, she had her personal problems. She had depression as well, and she was unhappy, and our marriage was not going well. So she got help as well, and that's why she became interested and her life started changing.
I'm no longer depressed. I don't have low self-esteem. I'm quite confident in myself. I'm working as a manager. Before, I couldn't even dream of working anywhere. I'm happily married now, so my marriage that wasn't working and we had constant arguments. I was even thinking that maybe it would be better if we separate. My marriage is now working. We are very happy together. We have a beautiful daughter. She's gonna be 10 soon. So my life has totally been transformed.
And now we are both assistant in the church and willing to help others. So now we all are in the church, in this place where we have been receiving help.
I grew up in a family that was, disorganised. We all had our little problems. We were all going through abuse, and I was going through as a child abuse with my own dad. It made me a very angry and aggressive person because I couldn't do nothing right in my dad's eyes. I couldn't talk to him. Everything I said came out wrong, and I blamed myself. It got to the point where I'd lock myself away in my bedroom because it turned into a love-hate relationship between us. I left home at the age of 16 and I got into relationships. I was abused I was abused there in relationships because I finished up turning around. When men started abusing me, I turned the situation around and then I started abusing them. The only way out is for me to commit suicide. Today I can say that Susan is a different person. She no longer has the desire to commit suicide or smoke drugs or drink. And with the help of God, He's helped me overcome. He's helped me believe in myself. I'm very happy today that God has made the impossible possible in my life, and I can say I'm a very happy person today.
What a powerful testimony. As you can see, their lives before was miserable also. Their life before was a mess. But by faith, they changed everything. Maybe you are watching, you have the same problem that they were facing. I can tell you that by faith, there is no impossible. Everything is possible by faith. I would like to teach you a very important thing about success. Maybe you are watching here and then you don't know what's the meaning of success. I'm gonna post there, then you are going to read there what's the real meaning of success. Success is peace of mind, which is a direct result of self-satisfaction in knowing you made the effort to do your best to become the best that you are capable of becoming. Success is an attitude. Success is an attitude. As you can see, success is based on our attitude, meaning the way we think. Because we know whatever we think, it is whatever we does. And then whatever we do, we are going to reap the consequences. So meaning, if you are thinking weak, if your mind is weak, if you are thinking always negativity, the result will be negative also. But if you are going to think in a positive way, if you are going to fill up your mind with faith, with the greatness of God, the result will be great also. So always remember this. Our success, it always depends on our mind, on our attitude. Maybe you are asking, what kind of attitude I must take for me to achieve this success? I am going to teach you, or rather, the Bible will teach you what attitude you should take for you to achieve a successful life. We are going to read 2 Timothy chapter 1 and then verse 7. I'm going to repeat, 2 Timothy chapter 1 verse 7. You can read also in this screen. It's written like this. For the Spirit of God gave us, does not make us timid, but gives us power, love, and self-discipline. I'm going to repeat. For the Spirit of God gave us, does not make us timid, in other words, fearful, but give us power, love, and self-discipline. What a powerful verse, very intelligent verse. This is what the Spirit of God is capable to do in our lives. He gives us power. Power to do what? Power to overcome all our problems. Because each and every day, we are going to face many problems. But if we have the Spirit of God, we can overcome. Because as it's written here, He gives us power. He gives us power. Power to overcome even giant. You can see many people, if they have a big problem, huge problem, what they're doing, they prefer to run away from their problems. They prefer to escape, to keep hidden from their problems. But as a child of God, as a person of God, we cannot allow this to happen because we have the power. The Spirit of God gives us power to overcome even giant problem that we are facing. And then it's written there, if we continue, He gives us love. What's the meaning of love? Love towards God, towards other people, but love towards yourself also. Because maybe you believe in God, but you doesn't believe in yourself. How is it possible that you can believe in God and you doesn't believe in yourself? Many people, they suffer a lot with this. They doesn't believe in themselves. They always have inferiority complex. They always have insecurities. So how can you achieve success if you doesn't believe in yourself? If you don't believe in yourself, how is it possible? Ask yourself. Because maybe you wanted to achieve success. You wanted to open your business. You wanted to have a successful life. And what if you doesn't believe in yourself? When will you achieve this success? Never. So, you must have the Spirit of God. Because the Spirit of God gives us love. Love towards God, towards other people, but love toward ourselves also. And then the last thing there, very intelligent verse. It's written there, self-discipline. Self-discipline. What does it mean? It's the main problem of many people. Self-discipline. Let's talk about financial success. Financial success. So, many people, they wanted to have a financial success, but they don't have discipline. How is it possible? How is it possible? Because, for example, whether you like it or not, all of us receive an amount of money, whether it's small, whether it is big, whether how much you receive, we always earn money. Even the beggar earn money, little bit, but what's the main problem? The main problem is discipline. For example, I'm a Filipino. I live here in the Philippines. I stay here in the Philippines. Then what I notice is like this. For example, in mall, there are many shopping centers in the Philippines. And then once the mall announces, written there, 70% discount. What many people, or many Filipinos, they do like this. Or even they don't need these things, they keep on running there. It's sale. We need to buy like this. Even though their money is just sufficient for their food, for their electricity, they wanted to buy that stuff, that useless stuff, even though they don't need it. How is it possible? So, what's the problem? The discipline. Because if you wanted to have a success, you must keep in your mind that you must have discipline. Let's talk about health. If you wanted to be a healthy living person, you must have discipline also. You must discipline yourself eating, like for example, junk food, because junk food is not good for our health, so you discipline it. And then, as we can see, the Spirit of God give us power, give us love, give us self-discipline. This is what is the meaning of success. The true meaning of success is to have the Spirit of God. The Spirit of God is capable to do whatever we are lacking of. Maybe you are lacking power, you are lacking strength to overcome problem. Maybe you are lacking belief, you are lacking trust in God, you are lacking belief in yourself. You must have the Holy Spirit, the Spirit of God. Maybe you are lacking discipline. That's the main problem that you are facing. Discipline. You must have the Spirit of God. That's the real meaning of success, the true meaning of success, to have the Spirit of God. Because if you don't have the Spirit of God, you are unsuccessful person there. So you must seek, you must ask God, the Holy Spirit, because the Spirit of God, what's enable you to have this discipline, this love, this power that you are lacking. Do you understand? So keep this in mind. The Spirit of God is capable to do what we are not capable to do. Do you understand? So you are going to watch this testimony, but make sure that you prepare the glass of water. because afterwards we are going to pray and then finish this program.
My name is Kayla. I'm happy, full of joy, enjoying life, but it wasn't like that all the time. Before I came to the health center, I have a lot of problems in my life that I didn't even know. I didn't take decisions. I was so afraid to face new challenge, even to find a new job or start a career. I always start something and I never finish it. I was so afraid for the result. If the result wasn't as I expected, I only to think about that, that wasn't enough for me not to take the decision. Also, my family, I was close to them, but I didn't enjoy to be with them. I was impatient when wasn't the time to spend with them or listen to them or be more open to share my life with them. Also, I have some problems when I sleep at night. I couldn't have a good rest because sometimes I feel like something came on top of me, taking my breath, like start suffocating me, and it was so bad. I couldn't, after that happened, I couldn't rest well. It took time to get back to sleep. After I came to the health center, I started to change. My life started to be transformed. I started to overcome all the problems, starting from that, the attacks at night. Now, that doesn't happen now. I full rest all night, every night. That I don't suffer that anymore. Now I have a job, I have a career, I have a stable income. I enjoy life. I take vacations. I have enough money to even buy new condo, new car, enjoying life in general, spend time with my family, go and visit them, or even help them, sending them some money for just gift for birthday. Today, everything changed. Also, everything start to make sense when I start to learn, because I came on Sundays, on Fridays, on Wednesday to get strength, and everything start to make sense. Every problem now that I'm facing, it have a reason, and now I know why, and I face them without any fear, more eager to start growing, to start new things. I'm happy. Today, I'm transformed. I'm blessed.
Have you cried tears of despair, sorrow, loneliness, wondering how you're going to raise your child alone? I have. I had so many expectations for my life. I thought I would go to university or do what I wanted to do, travel, get married, be happy, and have a happy family. But everything, every area of my life, especially my family, was destroyed. And I got to the point that it was just me, and I was, in a sense, left holding the baby. The relationship completely broke down. That's when I hit rock bottom. The realization of knowing that I was by myself, I hadn't achieved any of the things that I'd set out to do, and I was now going to bring a child up into the world. Every day my routine was the same, but I got to the point that I was crying every day. It's like inside I was crying out for help and I didn't know what to do. I would cry myself to sleep. I would cry in the mornings, and even if I wasn't physically crying, inside there was so much pain, so much hurt from so many things, and now being in this situation I didn't know how to handle. The tears didn't stop for such a long time. So things did change for me. And the change happened when I realized that things could change, that I didn't have to be unhappy. I was invited to a women's meeting and I understood that I could be happy, that although the situation had been so difficult until now, being a single mother wasn't the end of the world, that I could achieve everything that I wanted. But for that to happen, I needed to start with myself. I started to understand the power of prayer. I started to understand what it was to have faith. I started to understand what it is to invest in myself, and all those things that had been holding me down, the complexes, the insecurities. I started to understand that I can achieve things, and I needed to change my focus from the situation, from my child, to myself, and to use the faith that I had found to put things and my problems into God's hands. So that was the time that I exchanged my tears of loneliness, sadness, depression for tears of joy. Today I can look at my child and I'm proud. I'm proud to be a mother. I have inner peace. I'm happy with myself. I value myself. So I've definitely exchanged my tears of sorrow for tears of joy.
The great moment has arrived. Let's talk to God. It's time to pray.
My God and my Father, in Jesus' name, I ask you right now to pour your Spirit in our listeners. These people that is suffering in many injustice. These people that is suffering with sickness, with financial problem. Then maybe they are here, they are listening, and then they are keep on thinking, how can I achieve a successful life? How can I receive the promise of God in my life? How? But the real meaning of success, the true meaning of success, is to have the Spirit of God. Maybe right now they are suffering. Maybe they are here right now and then they don't know what to do anymore in their life. They keep on thinking to have a suicide. They keep on thinking that there is no way anymore. My God, visit this person right now. Maybe their family is a lost case. Many people, they say that their family doesn't hope anymore. But my Father, give this person hope. Give this mother hope for their children. And then my Father, I am asking you to give this Spirit of God for them to have power, for them to have love, for them to have the self-discipline that they have. Because many of them, they suffer because they lack the Spirit of God. They lack the Spirit that gives them power, the Spirit that gives them love, that gives them self-discipline. That's why their life is a mess. Their life is a mess, but you are giving them an opportunity to change everything. But they need to have the Spirit of God. Oh my Father, pour down right now your Holy Spirit. Pour down right now your Spirit for them to become a person that is full of power, very courageous, full of love, full of discipline. This is what I am asking you. Bless the glass of water that they are holding right now. Let your power pour down in this cup. Then once they drink this water, they will receive the power of God. The miracle will happen. The sickness will be gone. In Jesus' name, amen. You may drink your water right now. Amen. You are blessed right now. Tomorrow, Wednesday, it's up to you. Wednesday in all our Universal Church and Succeed in Life Center, we are going to seek the Holy Spirit. This is Spirit of God. Right now, it's up to you. So better for you to make an effort to come to the nearest Universal Church or Succeed in Life Center around you. As soon as we finish this program, you can see we are going to show you the location, addresses of our Universal Church. God bless you.